Welcome to the late edition of the Sports Roundup. And yet again, it's Anas in the building. He's my guest on this show. And coming up on this show, there's a new look Inter. And Frank Lampard gets his first win as Chelsea manager. We'll be talking La Liga football and where Madrid were held at home and Barcelona seem to be cruising. Dortmund dictating the pace early stages in the Bundesliga, and once again Paco Alcácer and Jadon Sancho were all on target for the Dortmund side. And in France, PSG back to winning ways, but still without their star man Neymar. We will be talking about that, the Neymar situation. Is he leaving or staying put? This and more coming up in this podcast. Now joining me in here is Anas, and I haven't seen him in a while. Anas, haven't seen you all week. How was your weekend?
I've been to Liverpool. It's a wonderful city.
Yeah, definitely is. Yeah.
I was disappointed and surprised because the pub there don't display United matches. So I couldn't see the match with Crystal City.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, because I think because there is a tension between Manchester and Liverpool. Do you have any idea about that?
No. Right. This is what happens basically. It's not like a tension. There is tension between Liverpool and United though, but I don't think that's the reason. But the reason is it's a TV right issue. Apparently, they do show 12:30 and 5:30 games. So 3 o'clock games are not shown on TV, so people can turn up to stadiums to watch games. So it's like a way to get people to watch football, other than everyone watching it on TV and no one going to stadiums and other leagues as well. The other leagues play at 3 o'clock as well.
Because
so
the time it's not good enough to go to the stadium. Maybe
I could say that as well. Yeah.
You will prefer to sleep or
exactly,
go to lunch, something like that.
Mm-hmm. So 3 o'clock games in is it? I think it's in the UK actually. So most 3 o'clock games are all not on TV, not live, and then 5:30 games are all live. Yeah. So that answers your question, I guess.
Yes. Very good.
All right. Finally, Frank Lampard has won his first game as Chelsea manager, and boy, what did he do right this time around?
The problem is that he did nothing.
Right.
He made same mistakes, same problems, weak defense. Decline in performance in the second half. In previous games, we used to say that Lampard needed luck in order to win. He was not lucky enough. But in the Norwich game, without luck, he would have lost the game.
I agree with you on that. Yeah.
I think he made a good team.
Yeah.
But the problem is same mistakes in defense. The defense is so weak.
I think in defense they need Rudiger back. I think he's one of the answers to Chelsea's defensive problems. I would also say he had faith in Tammy Abraham and he didn't disappoint him. Do you think Tammy Abraham is the guy to look forward to in Chelsea's season?
I bet on Abraham. On fantasy.
Okay, but do you think
so? I put it Abraham on my lineup.
Okay.
I think he's a great player. I will bet on him rather than Gio, for example. But I think the problem is not with the Abraham. It's the problem is to start with the player like Pedro.
Yeah.
The midfield. They need Kante.
Yeah, Kante is a big miss.
What's the problem with Lampard and between Lampard and Kante?
At the moment, there are stories of Kante being injured apparently. So that's the reason he's not playing all the games. He had a foot problem or ankle problem or something like that. So I think that's the reason why he hasn't played. But as soon as Kante comes back, it would be a much better Chelsea side.
If you look at for the whole lineup, there is no Milan.
Mm-hmm.
So he depended on Pedro and Abraham and Mount, I think.
Yeah, Mason Mount,
I believe in Mount, but he needs expert player, professional player like William. Help young people or youth people. You can't just start with youth people and think this is a great idea. You need some
in the short term. You could say it's a good idea, but in the long term, I don't know if these guys will be able to play 38 games, 37, 36 games a season and still perform to his standards.
And
that's the thing.
You need to look for the defense because the Chelsea conceded about seven goals.
Yeah,
seven goals in
so far,
that just 3 matches. It's about 3 goals every match. That's
something they would have to sort out. And well, I could also say they've actually played like a team with belief and in the game against Norwich and so much confidence going forward. It's just a bit of belief at the back and not conceding certain goals. I think Chelsea should be all right going forward. And it looked all rosy for Tottenham. A part good performance against City the other weekend, and then suddenly a Newcastle comes up and they haven't even won a game this season, comes and picks up all 3 points. Like, should we be talking about how compact Newcastle were on the day rather than how Tottenham lost the game? Obviously, a much better defensive performance from Newcastle in this time.
I watched the Newcastle first game with Arsenal and I watched their match against Tottenham. Newcastle played wonderfully. Really. Very dangerous team. Strong defensive side. I don't know what happened with Newcastle against Norwich. But I think Newcastle will be one of the best club in terms of performance. Their performance amazing, really. To be honest. So I think Newcastle needs some luck and he will compete on maybe 8 or 5 something. Or 9 something like that. Not like people think he will go to championship. He's good.
You think they'll stay up in the league?
Yes. Because I saw the performance against Arsenal. It's great. Against Tottenham, it's great. It's just one match.
One match City. That was
and Norwich City, it's aggressive in attack. So you can't blame them. We saw Norwich City against Liverpool, against Chelsea, and against I think Aston Villa.
Aston Villa, yeah.
So they very aggressive.
But they would have to pick up points,
But I want to pick up point about Tottenham. There is a lot of a question mark about Tottenham because if you look, we have 3 matches to judge on Tottenham. The first match was so bad with Aston Villa. They concede goals in the first half and they wait until minute 70 or something like that. Harry Kane play role of Superman and rescue
which he usually does all season.
Rescue the against Manchester City. They was lucky. They concede a lot of chances and goals. They just make 2 chances against City, and they were lucky to score from just 2 chances. And against Newcastle, there's nothing special about the performance. They cannot create a good, chance. So I think there is a lot of question mark, and I think the manager Pochettino, if you look to him, you feel. I want to change the club. I don't want to be here.
Please, you feel he's had enough.
Some clubs look to me. I made miracle with Tottenham. He's think like that. So I think this is will not be a great season for Tottenham.
At the minute, the odds on the bookies are even having them as top 4, not looking that great. But with that said, If you are the Tottenham manager, where would you strengthen in the team?
Please, could you repeat the question?
Like if you are the manager, if you are Pochettino, where would you want to strengthen in the team for Tottenham? Like, is it defensively?
No,
striker?
The striker. Lucas Moura, Son, Harry Kane, Eriksson.
Yeah.
There is a lot of work in a striker.
Yeah.
They're very strong, but we don't need to speak about strength. We need to speak about weakness.
Weakness, yeah.
Middle field.
Yeah.
There's no any middle field to tackle or take the ball from other players.
Yeah.
So this is a problem, and we saw that against City. City just keep the ball, and there is no one can take the ball. And if you look to defense, they don't.
They are a bit okay in defensive, I guess. Crystal Palace 2, Manchester United 1. Another home defeat for Oli and his men. The last time United lost at home was way back in May, and this time it was against a relegation-bound side, Cardiff, that beat United. Fast forward 3 months, and we are here talking about a Crystal Palace side that has failed to score a goal in 3 games. Suddenly get 2 goals at Old Trafford, and not only did they get all those goals, they went on to pick all the points. Like, should we be worried about United, or better still, any worrying signs for United?
Big surprise.
Yeah.
I hear for some people, some analysis say United will win 4-0, score 4-0, something like that. Yeah. Everyone think
no one expected it. Yeah.
Everyone think this is like trip for United.
Yeah.
And all the Trafford against Crystal
Palace. Yeah.
Yes, it's easy match, but losing against Crystal Palace in this way could be the worst thing for United since Solskjaer became a manager.
Right, that's
missing penalties.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
First with Pogba, now with Rashford. What's the wrong?
Yeah.
What's the wrong with these people? Easy chances, then concede goals from two chances. Just 2 chances.
Yeah.
And did he make a mistake in the last goal? I would say. Fan of United, they don't expect this season to be great. So they think it's if we will compete in top 4, it will be great. It would be great.
It will be a good season. That's a good season.
It will be a good season.
Okay.
But I think this is losing create unnecessary pressure. In fact, United fans were scared before the start of the season, but their victory against Chelsea gave some hope, and now they are back to the reality again.
Yeah.
The reality, United sell Pogba. Now they sell Sanchez. It's not sell.
It's on loan.
But it is just like selling.
Yeah.
So there, if you look to the bench, who's the choices for the manager?
It's a bit hard right now. But next up is Southampton for United, and hopefully they can get back to winning ways. But talking about winning, one side that has done it all this season is Liverpool. And lo and behold, Mo Salah looks to have started his goal-scoring engine. 2 goals against Arsenal and 3 for Liverpool on the night. It looks like Liverpool are getting better by game. Or what do you think? Like, getting much better by game?
Yes, that's right. We can say now, from the last 3 matches, we can say Liverpool in favor to take the title,
right?
More than City, because they motivate. The last trophy was about 30 years ago. Something like that.
They've never won the Premier League since '92 started. So,
and a club and other players want to prove yes we can. And what happened in last season? It was tragedy. Lost get 96 points.
97, I think.
97, and lost the race of title. It's difficult, and we can see that affected on Liverpool team, but in the positive way. They start focus the best team really, especially in striker. They very aggressive, but I think
they've got good counter attacks as well.
But if we said about something negative, I think the defense it's not very well like the last season. Defense, Liverpool defense last season was great. Really, you can't make any chance against Liverpool. But now I think Arsenal made a lot of chances.
Yeah, they had a few chances. And then Nicolas Pepe had one as well, and he failed to convert that.
But I think with time, they will be good.
But are they not starting early? Like last season, we saw the same way they started, and then towards the halfway through the season, Liverpool were just dropping points where they shouldn't be dropping.
That's right,
and that's how City overtook them.
That's
Is that going to happen again this season?
Because Liverpool focus a lot on Champions League,
right?
Beside the Premier League.
Okay.
So that's maybe sometimes it's not very good to focus on to think it's big maybe competition like you play in Europe, and I want to say it's sometimes you need to be fitness in order to get 2 or 3 title like this.
Yeah, like City did.
Like City did, but in this season, all people know Liverpool have just one mission. It just get Premier League. So they will not care about the Champions League. Right. They will not care about.
I think you got a point there, because they would have full focus on the Premier League, other than last season where they have Europe and they have that.
So I think they will die before lose a point.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like we might be having an early title race this season after watching City beat Bournemouth. Would you say the title race? Because if you look at the table itself, it tells you both City and Liverpool
this race starts from last season, not from now. We all know.
Okay.
We all know. We hope Tottenham can make something different. Manchester United back to the race.
Yeah.
But if you look to the last season and now, the first 3 matches, I think it's between City and Liverpool. But for me, I will bet in Liverpool. If because if you look the City, you feel that it's good performance, but you feel that it's not like the last season or the season
it's
before.
Not like but one thing about City I've realized is they seem to start off slowly and then they take the pace as the season goes on. So let's see. But the table says it all. Liverpool top with 9 points.
But there is something important about that.
Yeah.
The last season, I think Liverpool gave the City a great gift. Focus on Champions League, lost a lot of points in the middle of season.
Yeah.
For example, I remember that Liverpool was in lead by 7 points. 7 points.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And lose it.
And even ended up, I think, at some point it was goal difference. I think.
And lose it. So I think Liverpool in just 1 month or 2 months, in February and March, Mohamed Salah scored just one goal.
Yeah.
And they lose it about 40 points in just 1 month.
Just 1 month, yeah.
So if that's happened, it will be a disaster.
It will be. Well, the table says, like I said, Liverpool top with 9 points, 9 goals scored, and 3 conceded. City second with 7 points, 10 goals scored, and 3 conceded. Arsenal third on 6, and Leicester on 5. Looks like there are a lot of goals between these two teams, which is Liverpool and Man City. Well, back to Europe, right? Or actually, now to Europe. The Italian Serie A returned this weekend, and once again, it didn't fail to live up to the billing. Juventus made a 300-mile round trip to Parma with well done after picking up 3 points at the Stadio Ennio Tardini. The only goal coming from Chiellini in the 21st minute for the Juve side. And that's it looks like in recent years, Parma have proven to be a tough side against Juventus. This is the third time since 2015. They've both had the games finished 1-0 between the two actually. The last time it was in April 2015, and Parma beat Juventus by a long goal, and this Juve last season finished 3-3 as well with Parma in Turin. Now, Anas, we did talk about tactics Parma adopted against Juventus earlier on today, and you did explain them. Can you explain to us how they went about, getting a result in their previous games, and also trying to make it a bit difficult for Juventus anytime they meet?
Because there is a historical enmity between both teams. It's start in mid of 19, something like that.
All right.
When Parma and Juve was compete on the title. There is a race on the title, and Parma was on the lead, so Juve beat them. So this started, and this is enmity. It's developed with future, especially in 2004. Yes, there is a fight happened between the fans. Some Juve fans attacked Parma's fans. Yes, and having a lot of problems. So that's motivate for both teams to play this game, and it's for life or die. Yes.
It's like a do or die affair.
And I think the style of the former manager Allegri, it was defensive, and with that style, and there is tension between the teams. So it's difficult to get result.
Right. Okay, once again, Dybala was on the bench after all the rumors surrounding his move away from Turin club this summer. What would be going through his mind? Sitting on the bench, and what would he be thinking?
I think Dybala was.
Should he have left?
Yes, he want to left. And he tried to go to the Manchester United, but there is some problem happened. I don't know why that happened. But I think this player.
I'm talking about the problem that happened. Apparently, this is just recently his agent has come out to give reasons why Dybala's moved to United and Spurs failed. And this is what it is. He said his wages and image demands were too high, and also there was an issue with his image, right? So these are the reasons why his move to both whether with United or Spurs failed. These are the reasons why it did happen. So
yes, I read about that, but I think this player is like the manager should treat them better than that.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He's a good
player, amazing talent,
but he's not lucky enough, and I think it is time to change the team. It is time for Dybala
to move on, find another team.
With Allegri, and when Ronaldo come to Juve, we understand why Dybala is just sit on the bench. But now with Sarri, he's in the hospital, by the way. But
apparently,
the idea of Sarri, it's not use Dybala. So I think he should leave the club. He should leave the club. This should be the last season, and I don't know why. Also, Juventus. Maybe he should sell Dybala also. I think both of them, both parties.
They don't want to leave him. I think Juventus want to keep him, and for some reason I don't know why they want to keep him.
Keep him on the bench.
Yeah. He's a good player.
He's a great player.
Yeah. Well, I would want to see him leave. He's got so much talent to be on the bench. And another side boasting of talent, of course, is Napoli, who were involved in the 7-goal thriller at Artemio Franchi Stadium and in Florence. Dries Mertens, Lorenzo Insigne, and Jose Callejon were all on target. And new signing Kevin Prince Boateng as well, the Ghanaian international, was on target for Fiorentina. Ribery also came on in the 71st minute in that game. 4-3, it finished to Napoli. Exciting times ahead for Napoli.
Yes, it was amazing game, but it's looked like they play without defense and goalkeeper. Yes, it's
I
really,
like that bit.
It's good for us as viewers.
Yeah.
Yes, viewers.
Yeah.
To watch game like this.
Yeah.
A lot of exciting, a lot of
Goals,
chances.
yeah.
Yes, between two teams, but the tactics there is question mark about that, because it's look like we score, you score, something.
Defensively, Koulibaly was all over the place for Napoli. Wow, he wasn't great on the night.
Anyway, it's first game, so it's strange to be like this.
Yeah, you think they'll be challenging this season? Honestly, I think
they always try to get the title. Napoli, the last 3 seasons, there's just Napoli in the culture. Just Napoli try it.
Okay.
But I think they are not qualified to
win it.
To win it.
Yeah. I might agree with you.
But Inter, it's a big surprise.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful surprise for us.
Yeah.
To see Inter back again. Yes, but it's easy match, so we can't judge.
No, but you see,
it's early to judge to say, but because it's quantity.
Yeah.
And everyone knows.
We were having this discussion earlier on. I did tell you. I think it's not about the scoreline. I see a different Inter. I see a team that look more solid. Like they know what they're doing. They look much better attacking and defending.
It's different.
Exactly.
Yes,
the performance was good.
The mentality of player different. They fight now.
Yeah.
But I think in terms when speak about tactics, they're not strong enough.
Yeah.
And they will fight to. They will fight to take the title, and there's long race.
Okay.
And I watch them in pre-season.
Yeah.
There is a lot of problem.
Yeah. Now
they strong in they have a strong defense. Really strong defense.
Yeah.
A great goalkeeper. I watch them against United.
Yeah.
They have amazing goalkeeper. It's difficult to score against Inter. It's difficult. But
the
problem.
Contest teams.
I think. There is a problem with create chances. If you look to all
Inter games.
No, all scores.
Yeah.
Most of them outside the box. Player shot outside the box.
Oh yeah, Condreva. A goal that is.
So there is a problem with create chances.
Now, before we continue, the news reaching us is that Inter have agreed a loan deal with United forward Alexis Sanchez, and your guy Lukaku was on target once again for Inter.
Yes, it's bad news for United fans, or not United fans. United fans already sad about Lukaku, but it's bad news for the owners.
Yeah.
You think Edward?
But I heard some United fans saying, "Oh well, Lukaku is gone and he's still the same. He scored a goal, but his touches were still awful. So which means you haven't lost much anyway.
His touch always
awful,
and it will still awful. But if you look the Lukaku in Belgium, yes. And if you look him in Inter, he's a great striker. He can score from nothing. And if some United fans forget it, PSG game in Champions League,
that's
when he just torture Buffon, he torture him. So I think it's bad idea.
Yeah.
To sell him. We need him against Crystal Palace. We need someone
to hold
on with and can deal with maybe corners and crossers, something like that. But we just selling Fellaini now, selling Pogba. There is no
height in the team.
Yes.
All right. There are also rumors out there saying Lukaku was begging what's it called, Alexis Sanchez to join him at Inter. It looks like there's some good romance going on there. So 4-0 on opening day. Are we looking at a team that could end what everyone is actually looking for? Obviously, is to end Juventus' Scudetto reign. Can Inter do that?
No.
You think they can?
Yeah, no.
I have a feeling not they can because of Conte.
Not because Inter is bad. Yeah. No, maybe they are.
They need a year.
They will be great.
Yeah.
But Juve in another level.
Yeah.
Do you think
side,
with
Ronaldo
with Sarri not Allegri?
Yeah.
With Sarri, it's difficult. It will be difficult. I think Juve this season and put a lot of lines under my word.
Okay. Which I would definitely do.
They will get more 95 points.
Really?
Yes.
It's really hard to get 95 points in Italy though.
Yes, but Allegri do it. Did it?
Yeah, Allegri did. I remember,
so with Sarri, his style, I think they will ruin every team in culture.
And oh my days, what a goal by Antonio Candreva. That last Inter goal. What a strike.
Yes.
Wow. You know, I think this is what I think, right? This guy is a guy that is so underrated, but Candreva is a quality player. You know, he doesn't get the credit that like people are talking about. This guy.
It's not about underrated. Sometimes.
Is he just on and off?
No.
What is it?
If he play in Premier League or big teams like Real Madrid, Barcelona, he will get spot. A lot of lights, attentions on him, and I think he will get that with Conte.
Okay.
He will get that with Conte.
I think so too.
So I think it's just time matters before we hearing a lot of clubs fight to get him.
Well, with time, as you said, in Bundesliga, Lewandowski didn't have that time. He got a hat-trick for Bayern as they climb up to 6th in the Bundesliga. 3-0 against the Schalke side that picked up vital points at Borussia Park on opening day. Osberg also drew 1-0 at home to new entrant Union Berlin. Leverkusen beat Düsseldorf by 3-1. And we also got Hoffenheim beating a 10-man Bremen side 3-2. Mainz also losing at home to Mönchengladbach by 3-1. Paderborn also losing by 3-1 to Freiburg at the away side on the night. And on Sunday, Leipzig beat Eintracht Frankfurt 2-1. Timo Werner was on target on that one. And Hertha Berlin Wolfsburg 3. Now in La Liga, what we all didn't expect to see was Real Madrid dropping points at home to Valladolid, or what the Spanish will call Valladolid. And once again, Bill was in action, and so was James Rodriguez. These two rejects, you would so-called Madrid rejects, were all in action. And this Valladolid side looked like a well-disciplined and organized side since the Brazilian Ronaldo took over the club. They had beaten Betis 2-1, and coming into this game, everyone thought, well, it's Madrid. You can't come to Bernabeu and get a point, or you could... What would you say could be Madrid's problem right now?
Everything. It's a start with the president Florentino Perez, with Zidane, with players.
Yeah.
You can't just say I don't want James Rodriguez and Bell, and after that bring them to play.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Yeah. What's wrong with you? You build your plans without Gareth Bell and James Rodriguez, and you said
you don't need them on a club.
I don't need them, and they are unnecessary player, and I think they is useless or something like that. Yeah. And bring them to play. So why? Why? If you think they are useless, why bring them to play? Yes.
Games like that.
And if you think they are useful and great players, why you want to sell them? Yeah. So that's a big question mark.
Yeah. It could be that they only thought, well, this is only a Valladolid, you know?
No, it's not just because the Valladolid. It's also because I think Zidane not decide everything in this club. Yeah. The president Perez decided who will participate in the game because he think, okay, if we bring Bill and James Rodriguez to play with the club, we can sell them in the summer. Yeah. So this is the problem. The club doesn't think about get result. Yeah. They think how we can sell them. Right, so that's the bigger problem. And I think also it's not just about sell them. Yeah. I think James Rodriguez is a great player.
He's a good player. Yeah.
So why do you want to sell them? And I think, to be honest, I know Zidane had a big achievement.
As
3 Champions League.
Yeah.
It's miracle.
And also as a manager, yeah.
But I think nothing will change with Real Madrid this season because it's same player, same spirits, same problems. And this is the problems. By the way, it's not just to start with Lopetegui and Solari. Yeah. It's to start with Zidane. By the way, he get the 4th, I think. He get the 4th. Yeah. And after that, he gets Champions League. I don't know how. He just love. Yeah. It's attracted Champions League like a magnetic. Yeah. Yes, really.
I think with Madrid you can always win Champions League. I think it must be something very easy to do.
But you need to be careful when you get the 4th place. You are Real Madrid. You are not.
You are not
Atletico Madrid. You get 4th place.
Yeah, or Sevilla.
And Zidane leave the club. Bring 2 managers. And
Solari and
problem is still the same problems. Same problems. There is no striker. Benzema. Yeah. Everyone in the world make sarcasm about Benzema. Really, there's no striker. And I want to say something.
But they did sign Luka Jovic.
The last thing I want to say about Real Madrid, it is about something very, very strange. Yeah. He bring 5 players. Yeah. Spent 300 million, I think, in this last transfer market. And there is no one play. Where them? Yeah. Okay, Hazard have injuries. Yeah. Where the others? Why you pay 300 millions for players and they sit in the bench? So do you think that's normal? Really?
Something must be wrong at the training ground, maybe. You know, but could there be fight? No, talking about
if you link between this result and the pre-season, everything
is still the same, right?
Still same and makes sense for you. Yeah, makes sense. This team is just bad.
Yeah. Now we did talk about Real Madrid. Valladolid, they've actually been a quite good side at the start of this season. Could they be fighting for a European place like we've seen Alaves and quite a few teams do?
Impossible.
We've also seen Wolves do that in the Premier League. They just came into the Premier League and they got an European place.
Impossible. Do you know why? Because Atletico Madrid, as I expected before, and I will see it again, he's will win this title. Yeah. He's will win this title. And I bet for you.
Don't rule out Sevilla.
I will be.
They won't win it.
I will bet 100
when Atletico win it.
pounds for
you
you if Atletico lose.
Right?
If Atletico lose.
Yeah.
So Atletico, Real Madrid, and Barcelona.
Yeah.
There is 3 places
5
for them. So who's 4?
Yeah.
There is Valencia.
Sevilla's top of the league right now.
So how can Valladolid fight?
No, they could get top 6, in Spain. Not probably Champions League spot. They could get like a Europa League qualifier spot. Like you see Wolves done last season. It won't be easy. It will probably be a bit difficult. Anyway, but we wait to see.
They are a good club anyway.
Yeah, and you know why? Do you know why I find them a bit a bit more likely to do it? Because they've got this new owner, Brazilian Ronaldo, and he's investing in the club, so that's good signs there. And
anyway, I support Valladolid because Ronaldo. I love this player.
Brazilian Ronaldo.
He was the great.
Tell me about it.
Player in the world. Greatest.
Oh yeah. Greatest
for me.
Show.
For me.
For you. Yeah.
It's not a player. Right. Striker. Yeah. Striker.
So
after Lewandowski. Because you jumped. I want to say about Lewandowski.
You are free to now. Yeah.
What a striker!
Wow, I'm speechless. That guy, I'm just speechless.
So
this is why he keeps getting contracts every now and then.
When you saw some club pay 100 million or 100 million for Jovic and ignore players like Lewandowski.
Isn't it a bit dumb? You look at it and you think, wow.
I think we are living in a crazy world.
Lewandowski, what a striker that guy is.
Yes.
I think right now he's the best in the world. Right now, from form, he's the best in the world.
If I am a president of Real Madrid, I will bring Lewandowski instead spend 3 million for for players no one know about.
Now, then I've got this question for you, right? You're let's say a manager or you're owner of a club. You have Aguero, you have Harry Kane, and you have Lewandowski. You have to pick. You to buy one.
Lewandowski.
Really?
Yes.
What happened to Aguero, man?
I will. Yeah. I will explain to you why. I will explain to why. First of all, if we looking to Harry Kane, Harry Kane is great score.
Goal finisher, yes,
finisher, great finisher. But there is no stability. In his performance. Right. For example, he scored in the first match and he just sleep for the month. And surprise, he's back and score 5-6 goals in just 2 matches or something like that. And go to sleep. So if you see his history, I think you can depend on a player like Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, okay.
And he didn't play any rules in Champions League. Crucial rules. He was injured. So for me, I would say Aguero is a great striker also. But you also want to think about Aguero, what he did with Argentina. As a decisive player, important player. I think Aguero great because he played with Man City, Pep Guardiola. Before that, he was a normal striker.
He was a normal,
He was a normal striker. If you look to Raheem Sterling, you will say, what a player. But if you take Raheem Sterling and send him to Liverpool, not Liverpool, to Manchester United, he will do nothing. Yes, because sometimes
I think with Sterling is the managers that transformed him. That's why I think sometimes I do rate Pep Guardiola.
When you play with Barcelona, for example, and there is Messi behind you, Griezmann beside you, and Neymar, for example, also on your left, and look to these great players, there is a space for you to make something and score a lot of goals. But when you play with Lingard and it's like a joke.
I get what you mean.
So I didn't think Aguero makes something miracle or it's different. But if you look Lewandowski was great in Dortmund. He's still great without Ribery, without Robin. He just score. It's like machine. So you need
what a guy that guy is.
You need
what
machines.
A striker, man. What a striker. We have also obviously we've looked at Real Madrid and Atletico seem to be crawling. Another 1-0 win. It's what's happening? Like the other week it was 1-0. As another week and
1-0.
1-0 again. Like
yes, because Atletico Madrid is just a team know how to get results. They know how to get results. It's just it.
Yeah.
They
no matter how good no
matter how good the performance, no matters how bad it is. Yeah. It's just result. Yeah. We won. We fight, do everything to win, and I think this is very important for the race of title. It's just get point when you're not good enough. This is moment. It's very important if you want to compete in the title. For example, and that's the problem with Barcelona and Real Madrid.
Right.
When they are not in good time, not in good moment, you feel they lose point.
Yeah.
But by contrast, Atletico Madrid was not good enough. In the last game. The last two games.
2 games. They haven't been that
good.
Games,
I watched it. They were not good enough. To win, but they win anyway.
Griezmann was off the mark with a double as Barcelona thrashed Betis 5-2. Still without Messi this time again. Like Sevilla picked up a second win to go top of the Liga and 1-0 away win at Granada. And Sevilla are top of the league right now. And finally to France, where PSG were back to winning ways this weekend, but at a cost of losing Edinson Cavani and Kylian Mbappe to injury. And it's believed the pair could be out for 3 to 4 weeks. Now, before we go into that, what's the situation with Neymar?
Yes, I want to tell you that before we go anywhere, we should speak about Neymar.
Right.
To be honest, when they said Neymar will leave PSG, I don't believe that because I think
you think
Barcelona will be crazy if to have Neymar again because you want to pay a lot of money and you already pay a lot of money for Coutinho and pay a lot of money for Dembele. So the money is just lost. You lost the money of Neymar. So you need to at least pay about 150 million to bring Neymar back. But today I read a statement from the vice president in Barcelona. He said we will get Neymar and everything is okay. So I was shocked. That's
they could be doing something really behind the scenes.
And some newspaper in Barcelona said that they will pay 125 million, something like that, and exchange Dembele as a loan and Rakitic.
Okay.
They said that.
Wow.
But Dembele, his agent said no. Dembele will stay in Barcelona.
Wow.
And he will not leave the club at all. So I think it's a complicated situation. But if you look at PSG and you look at Barcelona, I think just 2 or 3 days before Neymar back to Barcelona, It's like dramatic.
Okay.
Or tragedy story.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think that's will change everything.
But Real Madrid are also in the race now for Neymar. Where do you see him going? Barca or Madrid? Difficult one, yeah.
No.
I won't. Honestly, with me, I won't be surprised to see Neymar wearing the Real Madrid shirt. Honestly, because he would want to have a different challenge.
But you want to think about Real Madrid.
Yeah.
What they think.
Yeah.
I think Real Madrid until now they didn't do anything to get Neymar. There is no rumors.
Yeah, there's
no news.
No news. They're not making the effort. Yeah, they don't look like they're making the effort, right?
There's no effort to get Neymar, so I think he will back to Barcelona
or stay at PSG.
And I wish, I wish that's not true.
Yeah,
because Griezmann, Neymar, Messi,
that's too much for one team. Too much. With a pair injured, obviously Cavani was injured over the weekend, Mbappe was injured over the weekend. Does it have any effect on the Neymar transfer? Does it mean we probably would see Neymar staying at the club?
No.
He's still gonna leave.
He's still gonna leave, and PSG want him to leave because the damage he make. Yeah. In a pre-season,
yes, in the summer, the PSG ultras don't want him. The fans are not
you can't repair that.
Yeah,
you can't repair that. When you play with team and say the best moment in my life, I beat this team. Neymar said that. He said the best moment in my life when I was beat PSG 6-1.
Oh, Neymar!
It's like a punch in the face.
Yeah. Well, with that said, I think we've not got much time of an answer. So I will quickly run through the Ligue 1 results, and Monaco drew 2-2 at home to Nîmes, and after taking a 2-goal lead, Jameson was sent off again, and it's another red card for the Monaco side. Strasbourg also lost 2-0 at home to Rennes, who are top of the league right now in France. Amiens also lost 2-1 at home to Nantes, and Angers beat Metz 3-0. Brest also beat Reims by 1-0, and Dijon lost at home to Bordeaux 2-0. They finished in that one. Yep. So that's it for today. Yeah. Yeah. Well, so this is where we will call it time on tonight's episode of Sports Roundup. So another episode done, and until next time, stay blessed. Peace.